This is a demonstration on how to create the illusion of a three-dimensional shell on a flat page in colored pencil. You guys have your background watercolored, which takes out a step. This is just plain white paper. I'm going to pretend that this shell is this terracotta color and an ochre yellow. And I'm going to show you how to sort of create the illusion of space on this shell. The first thing you want to do is start to just lightly color in. Let's pretend that the shell is basically brown. I'm going to lightly color this in, and we're going to assume that the light comes from the top. In reality, color in your shell wherever you see it. I put a super light coat of this terracotta color down, and now I'm going to use a color relationship, cool, complementary color, to create a shadow. This terracotta color is a little reddish, and we know that the complement of red is green. If you're not sure how to identify the complementary color, check out the color wheel. It's the opposite. Directly diagonal is your complementary color. It works out better to use a complementary cool color than it does to use black, because black tends to sort of flatten out your form. So if you check it out, this is really starting to turn in space. I'm going to also add, I'm going to pretend like this is my highlighted area right here. So I'm going to add some green, and I'm blending back and forth with my Prismacolor color pencil, the terracotta color, and the green. I'm going to I'm going to pretend like there's a white stripe on this shell. So this will help you guys that are that have a white area on your shell. I'm going to pretend that my white stripe is right here. The shadow's underneath, so the complement of white is black. Because I don't want my highlight super just too bright in the white area, I'm going to go in with a little cream. It's enough to create the illusion of light there. Now some people are getting kind of confused because they're not sure how to show these rings. The rings on the shell. You can just go in a little bit darker in those areas, whatever it takes. Maybe it takes a little black, whatever it takes. To kind of make that stand out. The important thing is that you don't put an even outline on your entire shell. Some of us are a little heavy-handed. If that's you, go in with an eraser. Any of these colored pencils that have an eraser on the end will remove some of that color. And let's pretend that this part of my shell, this is going to be a really weird looking shell, is ochre. I'm just trying to cover everybody here. What is the complementary color of the closest color on the color wheel to this? Which we'll just say yellow. What's the complement? Can we tell? Purple, you're right. So what we're going to do is we're going to blend purple, because purple is the cool complementary color to show the shadow on the shell. And I'm just kind of blending up from the area where the shell's dark. If you can't see the range of values on your shell, fake it. I'm just drawing this shell out of my head right now. There's no shell in front of me. I'm just looking for that three-dimensional illusion, that's all. If you have a pink color on your shell, then your complement is going to be green for your shadow. If it's orange, some of you have like little orange stripes on your shell, then the complement is blue. And my suggestion is that you just blend back and forth to get those marks. If you have lines on your shell, you just draw them in the direction that you see them, or forget about the true direction, make some round lines. Pretend like you're making a bunch of ellipses on your shell. That'll give you this sense of space. Super cool. Is there any color that I didn't cover? Anybody kind of stuck? We did white. Why don't I give a pink demonstration or orange? What do you think? Oh, like a silver? Silver is close to gray. So with the silver shell, you have a lot of freedom. The fun thing is, with that iridescent shell, I'm going to pretend like this is iridescent. We have silver watercolor underneath, and then what I would do is create a brighter blue and purple cast shadow. And then if it doesn't seem to be turning much in space, you can go in with a little black, because the silver, it's almost like a gray. So just like that sort of creates that illusion. And then you can go in with a Splendor Blender, to a Rembrandt Splendor Blender to blend it all in. Go over just lightly with some yellow for the highlight. That actually might be too strong. On the metallic shell, I think I would suggest green. I knew right away as soon as I put it in. That's one reason we do a little practice. Now, I definitely don't expect you to practice by covering your entire shell in your sketchbook. Just do some little, just do a little practice of your area. The important thing is that the whole shell can turn in space like this. That you get that illusion of 3 dimensions. That's the most important thing. Anybody else I didn't cover as far as shell colors? Okay, so that's it.